It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe. Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our...
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Plunging and trying to saw.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Nasal cavities and sinuses, but her head was...
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
When I used the knife, it hurt, and I passed out. Perhaps I... Now, I'm the messenger.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman, or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago.
Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
When the punters headed for the takeaway kebabs and dog meat curries, the few bedraggled tarts stand in doorways offering their tawdry charms without conviction. A taxi speed.
I found out he's a creep. He basically put the moves on me as soon as I walked through the door. You knew? Heads up would have been nice. Anyway, I did find out one thing that's pretty damning. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? A who, what, betroths what? I don't think so. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
A lifestyle. A steady girlfriend or a wife is out of the...
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Yes, she's definitely got a monkey on her back. I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Alice Munro. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
He, and it is always he, is just being careful before he doubles back. I take my time.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know. So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng, a very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her. Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
Energy courses through me, just a trickle of the stream the Slayer is drawing in. The broken body crumbles.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No?
Oh,
Him, yes, I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. I'd remember her voice, but her face... It's very plain, isn't it? No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Yes. Should I be surprised you've seen it? Years ago, tattoos and piercings were frowned upon, but they're all in vogue now. Maybe branding scars will be in fashion too.
Walked down the alley as fast as his arthritis would allow him. He was looking forward to a good long soak in a hot bath to restore the circulation.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Climbing the stairs of a tall stone tower, and he just...
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you were taking the pills. Are you?
No. Not anymore.
I think you're supposed to take the pills.
Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills?
I didn't say the UFO was real.
Are you trying to make me go mad? Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet.
You said you saw other heads when you were taken.
Yes. Other girls, younger than me. Nobody I recognised. They all had red hair.
Do you think this place is nearby?
Yes, they all had red hair. They were all very pretty. And they were all alive. In that moment.
Wide, read by Adam Day. From this height, night.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Up one morning to find Tenzin rooting around in there.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting closer? Do you think this John Pope is involved?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and I'm not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at 10.
So it could be him then?
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
What's getting closer?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
I guess that's how most of them fall. He had with.
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Full of annoying voices that aren't helping me. I've only just got back from the photographer's place, so I haven't had a chance to go at it yet.
Say anything about me?
I didn't ask it about you. Do you think I should?
No. Yes.
Yeah, I probably don't want to know what the Ouija has to say about you.
Like scattered finger bones, he gave me one long final grin. And I believe I'm immortal. I watched him jump, red and gold robes billowing in the wind, shimmering into nothingness long before the ground. Scent is always the first sense to return. Salt air assaults my nostrils. I arrived to a cacophony of traffic, stood upon the side of the Golden Gate Bridge, the sun sliding into the Pacific. The view is breathtaking. But I climb over the 4-foot fence onto the railings below, arms wide.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Vanessa, read by Tex Murphy. The hole in her chest is the size of a cigarette. I can see.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
She was an onomat, or so she said. I'm not sure I believe.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's?
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're spying on me.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
Fingers across the back of my couch. Alpaca? I nod worriedly. Sitting on Vanessa's bleeding body. She's armed, so I'll need to be quicker, or maybe run. The window, I could jump.
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he? How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he? Yeah, Dr. Tanner. She's checking up on Violet. Why are you still giving her a hard time about this? She's had it tough enough already. She's had a shopping list of medical issues. This is just the latest thing. She might seem tough on the outside, but she's frightened, Sam. About a lot of things. The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months, and I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that, but I guess they have side effects too. Memory loss. She's not a monster. Just a little girl lost. She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. You've still not accepted my friend request, have you? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
I love you, she said. Then she cut off her